Hello, here's the writing exercise. I want you to write about something. Take something you know nothing about and pretend that you are an expert of that which you know nothing about, and spend about, a page or so explaining exactly what that thing is, which you supposedly have expertise of. So you're going to be making things up. You might be saying something like, those people who see a lot of deer in the field actually have huge hearts that win over their dinky minds. Something like that. So I just made that up. People who see deer in a field are people who see deer in a field. But I've decided to sort of become an expert of those who watch deer. So become an expert on anything. Eyeballs, chins, baseball, whatever it is that you know nothing about, and totally make it up. I'm combining today's lecture and writing exercise. So here goes the lecture. Before I continue on, I just wanted to let you know I am at Merrillhurst. I'm on campus, and I'm in the cemetery where the sisters are buried. I'm standing right now next to Sister Mary Hyacintha, or her real name before she became a sister was Helen Karen, and she died on December 27th, 1953. Here she is. I don't know if you saw that or not, but so I'm going to talk about revision. And I don't think being in the cemetery necessarily has anything to do with revision, but maybe it does. So for me, revision is about taking something that I've written and setting it aside, and then coming back to it, with fresh eyes, with eyes that have seen different things since the last time it looked upon those words. So revision, re-seeing, right? Revision, to re-see. It's not just about making sure the spelling is correct and that it's reading and the prose is lucid. It's about spending more time with it and engaging it. It's about being willing to make very drastic decisions, to make very subtle decisions. It's about both of those things. Sometimes for me, revision is crossing something out and writing it again. Other times, revision is about making the action verbs stronger, cutting the adverbs that don't really seem to be modifying the verbs. So I might be tweaking something, or I might take a word out because the rhythm is off. So it's about making decisions. When you're writing or drafting a new piece, you're running on your nerve. You're running on your nerve. And when you're revising, I think you should still be working intuitively, but I also think the knowledge of the craft, what you know about sentences, what you've learned about images and metaphor and using details, what you know about poetic sound, about the sonic qualities, all of those things should inform some of the decisions you make. You might see a piece of your writing and think, well, these are all simple sentences. And what is the effect of that? What is the tone? How does that affect the tone? How does that affect the atmosphere of the piece? Do I maybe want to vary the style of my sentences? So I'm going to give you a little checklist. This is not exactly how I revise, but it's maybe a good way for those who haven't spent a lot of time revising to start. 1, look at your piece and read it aloud to yourself. Anytime that the prose feels clunky, or that you stop reading, or that you slow down, you are pulled out of the writing. Circle that. Trust that intuition, and come back to that and make a change. Even if you can't quite on the surface say, well, that seems right to me, just go ahead and make a change. So reading it aloud is extremely important. Does every single word in the piece earn its place? Does every single word in the piece earn its place? Words are either connecting things or they're making meaning. They're naming subjects and actions and thoughts, right? And perceptions. Does every word serve to add surplus meaning? Every single word. So that's when I really start looking at the adverbs and the adjectives. Go through your piece and look at the action verbs. Look at the verb constructions. Look for to be constructions. Could you rewrite the sentence so that the verb is now active? Look at the action verbs you do have. Are they weak? Are they vague? Okay. Like instead of I walk to the store, the verb walk, you might use the word lope or meander. Or if you're trying to express detachment, then walk might be exactly the verb you need. Look at your sentences and look for similes and look for images. Are those similes and images that then become metaphors, are they tired? Are they overused? Have you heard them before? Look for images or metaphors that you have no experience with. Sometimes I find myself using like war metaphors, and I'm like, well, I haven't been to war. What do I know about strafe fire from a machine gun? Look for images that feel really separate from your own experience. Cross them out. Come up with a new image. Come up with a new metaphor. So, in short, every single word must earn its place. Every single word. In short, revising comprises a set of decisions that you make about the work. A set of decisions that you make. I could repeat that all day. All right, signing off here from the Marylhurst Cemetery. It's a beautiful fall day. I wish you guys happy writing.